From Spartan to savvy, my journey at Elmont High School. Transitioning from Catholic school to Elmont Memorial High School in the early to mid 70s was like stepping into a different world for me. The contrast was stark, rules were looser, and the behavior of peers was a shock to my system. This unfamiliar environment was rife with drug use, smoking, and a culture of rebellion. Gone were the stringent regulations, and in came the freedom for students to express themselves loudly, both in speech and dress. My first days were filled with intimidation, as older students seemed to delight in the discomfort of us newbies. Yet, in navigating this new chaotic world, I began a crucial journey of self-discovery, learning resilience, self-assertion, and the importance of carving out my own identity amidst the chaos. The shift from the disciplined obedience of Catholic school to the liberated environment of public school played a significant role in shaping who I am. Adapting to life at Elmont Memorial High School meant more than just adjusting to a new academic environment. It needed a reevaluation of how I fit into a markedly different social scene. Swapping the formal attire of Catholic school for jeans, dungarees, concert t-shirts, and sneakers was my attempt to blend into this new world. This change was not just about appearances. It symbolized a deeper exploration of my identity, allowing me to express aspects of myself that were stifled in my earlier educational setting. Yet, the prevailing culture of smoking, cigarettes, and marijuana alike posed a significant personal challenge. Raised under the disciplined guidance of a father who was an ex-military Navy man, and having just come from the structured environment of Catholic school, engaging in these activities was against everything I was taught. This steadfast adherence to my values invariably set me apart from many of my peers, complicating my attempts to integrate socially. However, staying true to my principles in avoiding drugs, drinking, and smoking turned out to be a strength, even if it did not always feel that way. It crafted a distinct identity for me, and though it seemed like a social barrier at first, it helped me attract a circle of friends who either shared my values or respected them. This experience was not just about social survival. It became a profound lesson in authenticity and setting personal boundaries. Learning to navigate this balance taught me the importance of adapting while still being anchored to my core values, a lesson that has been invaluable through various stages of my life. Over the next couple of years at Elmont Memorial High School, my journey of self-discovery and tries to fit in took many interesting turns. My first job as a gas jockey at the mobile gas station on Hempstead Turnpike marked a significant chapter in this adventure. It was not just a job, it was an introduction to a new social circle and a new sense of independence. Collaborating with my new friends, I delved into a world far removed from the stringent confines of school life. This job was more than an escape. It was an exploration of the fabric of everyday life, the camaraderie of shared responsibilities, and the nuances of adult interaction hidden within the mundane task of pumping gas. Navigating the social landscape of high school, I found myself running with a couple of different cliques, experimenting socially to find my niche. Though not athletically inclined, I quickly realized sports were not my forte. The people I met varied widely. Some were great, offering glimpses into genuine friendship, while others were less pleasant, reminding me of the harsh realities of adolescent social hierarchies. Despite the challenges, these experiences, both good and bad, were formative. The ridicule for not smoking cigarettes or doing drugs was a constant pressure, emblematic of the broader struggle to fit in without compromising my integrity. This aspect of my high school experience proved to be a crucible, evaluating my resilience and forcing me to confront the very real consequences of social exclusion and the desire for acceptance. It was music and cars that provided the common ground I had been seeking. I finally found a clique of friends with shared interests, a group where I could be myself without the pretense or pressure to conform to behaviors that conflicted with my values. This clique became my sanctuary, a place where hobbies and interests bridged the gaps between us, creating bonds built on mutual respect and shared passions. This period of trial and error, of fitting in and standing out, taught me invaluable lessons about friendship, individuality, and the complexities of social dynamics. It highlighted the importance of finding one's tribe, not by changing who you are to fit in, but by seeking out those who appreciate and celebrate your true self. This journey through various social landscapes, underscored by my first job and the difficulties of high school life, was a crucial chapter in my story of growth and self acceptance. Transitioning into sophomore year marked a significant shift in my journey towards self discovery, a time characterized by defiance against the strict upbringing my father had imposed on me. This phase of experimentation, involving smoking cigarettes, marijuana, and indulging in alcohol, stood for a departure from the values my dad had tried to instill in me. His strict warnings and the threat of leaving me to face the consequences of my actions alone if I ever got arrested lingered in my mind. Yet, the allure of rebellion and the desire to fit in with my peers often overshadowed these cautions. My dad's stringent rules and his philosophy of early to bed and early to rise imposed restrictions that made socializing with friends particularly challenging. Explaining to my peers why I could not stay out late was a constant struggle, leading to situations where I found myself sleeping in my yard on the picnic table to avoid going home and facing the consequences of breaking curfew. This lifestyle of covert disobedience was a balancing act between seeking the thrill of teenage rebellion and the fear of disciplinary repercussions from my father. My dad's warnings about being cautious with the company I kept echoed in the back of my mind, serving as a reminder of the potential consequences of straying too far from the path he had hoped I would follow. Yet, the drive for acceptance and the thrill of experimentation often muffled the wisdom of his advice. It was a tumultuous time of pushing boundaries, exploring new experiences, and navigating the complexities of adolescent social dynamics, all while under the looming shadow of my father's strict expectations. This period of my life was filled with contradictions, seeking freedom and independence while grappling with the fear of disappointing my father. The excitement of new experiences, clashing with the ingrained values with which I was raised. The challenges of balancing these aspects of my life were profound, teaching me lessons about responsibility, consequences, and the often difficult process of finding one's own path in the face of strict parental guidance. By 11th grade, my journey took a significant turn as two pivotal interests began to shape my path forward: girls and cars. My burgeoning interest in girls was a natural evolution in my teenage years, marking a new chapter of personal development and social interaction. Parallel to this was my growing fascination with cars, a passion ignited by obtaining my learner's permit. This newfound freedom and responsibility led me to buy my first car, a 1966 Dodge Coronet. Although it was far from perfect, that car symbolized independence and a tangible project for me to pour my energies into. Recognizing my increasing passion for cars, I made a strategic shift in my education. Instead of spending my entire day within the conventional high school setting, I opted for an educational program that focused on body repair. This decision was more than a mere academic choice. It was a step towards embracing my identity as a gearhead. The first-hand learning experience offered by the vocational school not only honed my skills in body repair, but also deepened my appreciation for the intricacies of automobile maintenance and restoration. My commitment to this path was further solidified by taking on a job that involved changing tires, performing brake services, and conducting wheel alignments. This role did not just provide me with practical experiences. It embedded me within the culture of those who share a profound respect and love for automobiles. It was during this period that the label gearhead was affixed to my identity, a badge I wore with pride. This shift in focus also brought clarity to my career aspirations. The conventional route of attending college, which often is seen as the default path after high school, did not resonate with my interests or goals. My passion lay in the greasy, first-hand world of auto mechanics, a world where I could directly apply my skills, indulge my curiosity, and contribute to a community that shared my enthusiasm for cars. The decision to forego college in favor of pursuing a career in car mechanics reflected my self-awareness and dedication to following a path that was uniquely mine, one that promised fulfillment and excitement in equal measure. In embracing my identity as a gearhead and making decisions that aligned with my passions, I learned the importance of following one's instincts and carving out a personal path. The experiences I gained through my job and educational choices in 11th grade were instrumental in setting the foundation for my future career, teaching me the value of pursuing what genuinely interests you, even if it deviates from the conventional or expected. Reflecting on my journey through Elmont Memorial High School and the vibrant, diverse neighborhood that surrounded it, I see a chapter of my life rich with growth, struggle, and self-discovery. This was not just a passage through academic halls. It was a pivotal era that defined who I would become. Elmont offered a breadth of experiences, from the diverse aspirations of my peers, future doctors, lawyers, and professionals, to my own deep dive into personal passions, such as cars. The freedom and variety I met there underscored a critical period of finding my own way. Navigating the school's social maze, with its cliques, friendships, and even brushes with gang cultures, was akin to navigating a microcosm of the wider world. It taught me valuable lessons about identity and belonging amidst seeming chaos. However, this chapter of exploration and self-assertion took a dramatic turn with my father's illness and passing, just as graduation loomed on the horizon. This devastating event forced me to make a hard choice, stepping away from school to support my family, sacrificing the traditional milestone of graduation that I had worked so hard to reach. In retrospect, the decision to leave school early and take on the mantle of caregiver and provider was a defining moment in my life. It marked a premature end to my youth and a stark beginning to adult responsibilities. Yet, I look back at that decision not with regret, but with a sense of pride and resilience. Opting for a career that ensured my family's well-being in the wake of tragedy speaks volumes of the person I was becoming, molded by circumstances, but steadfast in face of adversity. My story is not one of lamenting missed opportunities, but rather a testament to the strength and determination that arise from navigating life's unexpected challenges. Elmont and its high school set the stage for a journey of profound self-discovery and adaptation. The choices I made, particularly in response to my father's passing, were instrumental in shaping my trajectory, instilling in me a sense of duty, perseverance, and acceptance of life's unpredictable path. I harbor no wishes for a different journey, recognizing that each hurdle, each decision, brought me to where I am today. This narrative of my youth, marked by the joy of discovery and the weight of loss and responsibility, underscores a powerful lesson. It is not the challenges that define us, but how we choose to face them. My experiences, as daunting as they were, equipped me with a resilience and perspective that continue to guide me, affirming the value and strength of the path I have taken. I just want to take a moment and share something from the heart with everyone. Life's too short for regrets, right? We must keep pushing forward, always aiming to stay on the bright side of things. If there is something in your life that is not working or it is bringing you down, have the courage to change it. I have been thinking a lot about our high school days recently, about all my friends and even those I did not get along with that well. I just want to say there are no hard feelings on my end. It is all part of growing up. High school was a roller coaster, full of difficulties, laughs, and lessons. Looking back, every single experience played a part in shaping who we are today. Each challenge, each moment of joy, each obstacle we have overcome has taught us something valuable. And to those I clashed with, know that it is all water under the bridge now. Life's too short to hold on to grudges. We were all finding our way, figuring out who we were, and sometimes that meant bumping heads. But here's the thing. I believe that at the end of the day, it is all about growth. Every experience, good or bad, has contributed to that growth. It is about learning, evolving, and becoming better versions of ourselves. So to all my classmates, whether we were close or not, know that I hold no bitterness. Instead, I am grateful for every lesson learned along the way. And I want you all to know, no matter where life takes us, I will always carry a piece of those days with me, and I will always have love for you all. Remember, we are all on this journey together, navigating through life's complexities, and it is important to support and uplift each other whenever we can. So here is to growth.